Hello everyone, welcome back. And this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Aries for the week of April 13th. And I would like to thank each and every one of you out there for subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed. And of course for all the thumbs up on all the videos that you've watched. And some of you have hit the hype button, so wow, thank you very much for doing that. As well as for all the lovely comments that you leave. It is so nice to read them. It certainly makes my week. It lets me know that everything's doing okay in my world, and I hope I'm doing the same for you. So thank you again for doing that. It truly is appreciated. All right, you're starting off with the Ace of Swords. So charging ahead on something. If you were feeling stuck or in any capacity, whether it's your home life, your job, relationships, they're starting to clear up and move forward. You're thinking much more clearly. You've had that heart-to-heart talk with somebody recently, and it helped you to have a little more clarity in your future, where you're going forward in. So you've slept on it. If you had a problem, you took it and you laid down, you gave a good thought on it, you didn't bring it out into the open. You tried to navigate it on your own, trying to figure out which was the best starting point for yourself. And now you're forging forward with your decision. Yeah, 5 of Wands. If there's any competition, or perhaps you might feel there is more competition than what there truly is, you're just sort of now taking that step back, understanding that what's going to happen is going to happen, and just to relax and see where the cards fall. And that's what you're doing. You're standing out on your own because of not participating in this. And the Fool card, starting something totally new. It's a new beginning. Like I said, this can be in a relationship, a job. New friendships are definitely a new start, that's for sure. But you're trusting that your life is literally going in a good direction for yourself. You're taking this new adventure, this opportunity, because it makes you happy. And you're willing now to try that leap of faith again in whatever that you're, indulging yourself with. Wow. And the Magician. Okay. You've been trying to get something under control for a while, like figure out how to go about something, that sort of thing. And you finally come up with a better way of doing it. Like if you were feeling stuck, this is your, rejoice, because you're being prepared for something. There's action, movement, self-confidence, and you usually have that. That's no doubt about that. But you're feeling more stronger about your decisions. You're not second guessing them. There's something that you wanted to either get off the ground or get clarity on, and now you've gotten that answer. So it helps you to move again, start something fresh. Oh yeah, look at that, the 8 of Wands. So you have an invitation for something that needs to be, somebody has asked you something, give you an invitation, but they're requiring an answer. And it's not going to be long before it's taken back off the table. And I'm pretty sure you're aware of that. So you're looking at this, understanding that, yes, you're hesitant, absolutely, but you have wanted to have this opportunity, and now it's presented itself, and you're hesitating again. Yeah, the 10 of Wands. Yeah, you are knowing that you have to move forward, take that next step, let go of the burdens, the over-analyzing, overthinking, worrying, stressing, carrying too much burdens, and step to a new direction. Looks like for some of you, you finally come to that understanding that it can become even easier as you go forward this month Things are just sort of falling in place. It's not because you haven't taken action on them. You're realizing what it takes to accomplish something. Yeah, the Seven of Swords. You're starting to realize who's on your side and who's not. There might have been some people trying to coerce you into doing something. And against your better judgment, you sort of went along with it for a little while, but you're starting to realize that now, once they've got that little bit, now they want a little bit more, sort of thing. So you're understanding who they are and what they're all about so that you can pick your path clearly. And it looks like for a lot of you, you're no longer sharing a lot of information with them, whether that's about your personal life, your job, your home, your friends. You've just sort of thought, you know what, I'm going to leave this alone for a while, get myself clear, and then rethink. So you're walking away from something with the understanding that it's probably in your best interest to do so. And the Knight of Pentacles, yes, taking care of your finances. There's definitely a trip here for yourself, and it doesn't seem like it's like a great distance, but something that just calms you down. Maybe you decided that, this coming weekend, I'm going to go explore, some place that you haven't been before, you've heard lots about, and you decided that I'm going to go and just have a look. That sort of thing. But you're exploring more things about yourself, understanding, you're getting more clarity on what your next step is going to be, because you've already planted your seeds. It's coming up very nicely. You're doing okay financially. You're not pressed or anything like that to do anything in haste, but you want to keep going. You want more, bigger, better, that sort of thing. So you're taking that next step, feeling more confident in yourself. And the Empress. All right. Yeah, definitely finding more confidence in yourself. Understanding you can take care of yourself. You don't need any outside interference at all. You're found, abundance. You're nurturing. You're in a gooder. You're in a better place for yourself. You've accomplished something recently, and it helped you to feel more confident in your next step of growth, evolution, going forward. You're taking action. You're determined to succeed, and not much is going to even make you hesitate in any direction. So you're comfortable within receiving, understanding that things are truly going in your favor. So you can relax a little bit, take a little bit time for yourself, take that walk in the park, whatever it seems to be that calms you down. And the Three of Pentacles, so collaboration, understanding that there's, your finances, you're very focused in on that recently. And you're making sure that you have enough. You made some good investments. You're looking into starting some sort of, for many of you, a partnership with someone else, but you're making sure that you are protected. So you're doing your homework. Even though you're being told one thing, you're still checking. And the Wheel. Yeah, definitely understanding that your future now is changing. This is good luck, karma, life cycle. So this is a destiny move, a turning point in your life. You won't be here again. So you're owning that and allowing things to change. You've had your ups and downs recently, and you understand people a lot more than what they think. You can see the writing. You're following a lot of your intuitions and hunches as well, which helps you to understand what needs to go and what needs to enter. And the Ten of Pentacles. So definitely some money coming in. This could be inheritance for some of you. Maybe somebody has left you, a tiny bit, and you're investing it. You're making sure maybe somebody has left you a home, a car, And this doesn't have to be somebody that you know in your circle of people. This could be, like a long lost relative, something like that, that had nothing to do with you at this in particular time in your life, but they have decided to leave something to you which is of benefit and can continue to help you to keep going. But you have the teamwork there, you're moving forward, you're making some pretty big decisions this week. And the Temptress, yeah. Understanding you need to at least try, begin this, see what happens. Because there's balance, harmony. You're feeling more adventurous, but at a little bit of time. You're finding the meaning that makes you happy, content, safe, all those things. And when you come to the realization of each step of those and how it makes you feel, the next step becomes not only easier, but more calmer. So you're in a much more calmer spot right now. Oh, look at that. Ace of Pentacles. Well, you planted your seeds, that's for sure. And it looks like for a few of you are actually getting some help from a professional for your finances. There's another step in your evolution that you want to make sure that your finances are going to be in a secure place for the future. Because this is tangible goods, material gains, and you don't want to lose what you've already gained. So you're definitely checking into a lot of things for yourself. Second checking is a good thing. It looks like you're starting to take care of your health a little bit more serious, starting to eat a little bit better, get a little more exercise, and those around you are starting to notice you a little bit more. So they'll say something like, oh, that your hair looks nice today, or is that a different way of the way you wear it? Something so, and it gives you that reassurance that, you're not spilling your beans, but it helps you to know that you're going in the right direction with taking care of yourself. And the Justice card. So there's some legal ramifications here for some of you. This may be a divorce, a court settlement. Maybe you need to sign a contract to rent a place, sign a contract to become a partnership with someone. But you're realizing that you're making sure you are very well protected. And you do that. And that is such a nice quality to see. I have a lot of Aries friends, and they are such a nice working machine to watch them in action when it's something that they want to accomplish or have, and how they go about receiving it and accomplishing it. Yeah, it's a piece of work, I'll tell you. I like it. And the Three of Rods. So there's travel plans here coming up. You're looking into something, some place that you wanted to go and have an adventure at. This is progress, foresight, looking forward into things. Your enterprise is secure, and you're looking overseas now for better opportunities for yourself. Maybe you're thinking of, getting a new job somewhere, and you don't always have to physically move. You can do a lot from your computers now. It's quite amazing. And you are definitely looking to stepping up in something. And it looks like a job for some of you. So you put your, resumes out there, and now you're just waiting to see what's coming back, who's, making the offers, and what is on offer for you. Yeah, see? The King of Pentacles. So you're definitely watching your finances. You're making investments in your life going forward, investing your some of your money as well, because you have a desire to be much more comfortable in your life. Not that you haven't, already succeeded at that, but you still have a desire to accomplish. So you're following your dreams here this week. Starting something totally new. New avenues, new outlook, and a new vision for yourself. And it's going to be of financial independence for you. Yeah. And the Tower card looks like you're needing to release some things from your immediate surroundings. You know, there's been a sudden change that has happened, and it gives you that, an awakening so that you can release. This sudden insight just happened for many of you, and it gives you that, okay, I need to change a few things in my own life. But you were already on that path, but this just sort of drove it home a little bit more for you. So there's a change here that either has just happened or about to. And it's not horrible, but it is going to be your acknowledgement. All right. And your Oracle card. Falling in love suddenly. Being swept off your feet. The need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. And there you are. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will definitely talk to you again next week. Bye for now.